We're going to talk about last Monday, and last Monday was movement for movement, time to move. We all know we do this every other week. We all know that doing nothing is doing something. However, many of us kind of need a little bit of support to just get moving simply. Just a little bit. We need a little bit of motivation, and this could be whatever is cleared for you. So this could be walking down and collecting your trash. If you're somebody who's just out of surgery a few weeks ago, this could be just getting up and going to get a glass of water. For those of you that are newly diagnosed, let's say with an aneurysm, and you're in the watch and wait, you might feel totally scared to move because you're scared you're going to implode, but your doctors have given you a list of restrictions and you can do the things that they've told you that you can do. You might find it a little bit difficult, a little bit challenging emotionally or mentally or physically, but trust me, you can do it. So let's talk about a couple different things here. According to Carol Kruvoff from Yoga Journal, titled Yoga Practice for High Blood Pressure, she says that if you have high blood pressure and know you're at risk for high blood pressure, yoga poses, breathing, and meditation can be powerful tools when it comes to your self-care regime. She also continues to say that several studies have shown that yoga can actually lead to a significant reduction in blood pressure, most likely thanks to its ability to kind of calm your stress, which causes short-term spikes in blood pressure, and it may be implicated in the long-term development of the disease. So if you want a little bit more, want to learn some more, you should check out this article. Now, I will say that in this article, they do go over about 3 or 4 very simple yoga poses. And some of us have been told we shouldn't do, let's say, downward dog, which is that traditional, like a TP, you're kind of in that V formation, head facing down, because it does create a lot of pressure in our heads. But there are some yoga poses in there, but more importantly, what I kind of thought was very interesting that they also said, and I printed it here as a reminder, is that deep sleep, it actually tames your blood pressure. So the deeper that you're sleeping, the better off you might be. And medical research have actually discovered, I'm not talking well today, medical researchers have actually discovered another reason to get a good night's sleep. In a recent 3-year study, men who regularly sleep deeply or slept deeply were less likely to develop high blood pressure than people who slept lighter and were more disturbed. So yoga can actually help reduce your stress, thus enabling you to have a deeper sleep, which will possibly in turn help reduce your blood pressure. So there's a little bit of a cycle here going on, but we're not medical professionals. We don't give medical advice. Articles that we share here are basically intended as just a bit of information. So always consult your personal physician and ask, could yoga work for you? There is also cardiac yoga. So there's, deviations and different types of yoga that you might be able to try, gentle yoga. So it doesn't have to be hot yoga. I would never recommend that at all. But take this information, take this article, take it back to your doctor and ask, can I do this? And if so, are there things that I have to avoid? And see if it doesn't work in helping you reduce your stress and maybe increasing your sleep. Let us know. It's a curious thing. I hate yoga. I can just say that. I don't like it. I don't like it. I find that somehow if I stretch, I break something. I rip something. I don't know what's going on. I think it's that I'm old. I think it's that I'm old. Josh, what do you think it is? It's whatever it is, it's bad.
I'm not sure why you don't like yoga. Elk Carr says, "Hi, Karen."
How are you? Nice to see you. Nice to know that you're here with us. I appreciate it. I don't like yoga. I don't like that downward dog. I do like water yoga.
Mm.
That I enjoy. You mean there's no bending over and you can't breathe, a lot of bubbles. But I find that challenging because now you're trying to move your body against the natural movement of water. So it really challenges your mind to concentrate on balance and stability. That I did like.
It's an excellent resistance mechanism too. A lot of high
Hmm.
level athletes use it. Like you'll
Yeah, I
see
don't
you'll
know.
see baseball players like swinging a bat underwater, and just that
See?
resistance
Right.
of being in the water is so much more than swinging a bat in the air. So I
Oh,
mean,
so
it's
much more.
yeah, that resistance. It's got to be something. There's got to be something there.
Yeah. Well, and you know what? How can you hurt yourself? You're in water. You can't fall down. It's going to go boom.
I
You're
wouldn't put
in
it
the
past
water.
people. I know people that fall down just standing still.
True. You're absolutely right. I would not put it past somebody to somehow fall down in water and hurt themselves. But it is really a great place if you've got loose ankles, especially if there's probably some mobility issues or joint issues. And I can't imagine it wouldn't be beneficial, especially for our Marfan population, just that hypermobility and just being able to work against the weight of water, that current. It's just, I love that. Don't put me in a room with yoga, though. I'm going to complain.
That's fair.
Trying to hold those positions, put my foot up in the tree. That's not me. It's not for me. Different things, different strokes for different folks.
Mm-hmm.
Can't even get me to stay quiet long enough for a mindfulness class. I'm always one eye open peeking. Although the other night I did sleep, so that I don't know what that says. I might have just been really tired or super relaxed. Who knows?